Which is your favorite city in the world?
Time for 5-0. Favorite city? I mean, I'm living in St. Louis, so it should be up there. Hey, I'm playing Sultai, who's probably maybe in the chat. I also like London. Sydney was really nice. Visited Sydney in 2018. Reykjavik was really nice. Was there last month. But if I had to pick a favorite, I think top 3 would be St. Louis, London, and Sydney. Oh, what is this? I usually don't play this line. Ah, this line. So at some point I'm supposed to play d5. Maybe right away? Or maybe this move first. I only have vague recollections of this line. But hopefully I can get a playable position. At some point, d6 is very thematic. To try and break down white structure.
I am no more a blank than the blank of a mountain.
Am I supposed to fill in the blanks? No more a ramp than the slope of a mountain. Probably. I was playing this new game, Redactile, the other day. And it was actually kind of addictive. It's a game where they give you a Wikipedia article and you have to guess a topic, but all the words are redacted and you have to guess words. And the topic of the article was slope. Or no, it was inclined planes. It took forever to get. Welcome back to a lot of people. Samsonite. Kakakato. Coming through with the gifted subs. Okay. It's a very positional game so far. Getting my pieces to try and exploit multiple squares on the queen side. Now e7 could be a weakness. If I play this, there's bishop to b5. I might play bishop f6. Yeah, there's bishop b5. It's not so bad. Or no, wait. There. Let's try it. Thinking bishop b5, knight c6. There's some weird lines like bishop b5, knight c6, d5, takes, and then knight c2 with a fork in the end. And then the bishop would still be hanging along with the rooks. Yeah, here either bishop.
Thank
Probably
you
bishop
for
e6
all your content here and YouTube
for
smile.
this. Oh, that makes me smile. Thank you, Zine S6S. Okay, trying to hold my ground. E5, I think, is a very thematic move. I could start with knight c6. And there's bishop. How to do this? Bishop c6.
Hello Eric, will you be playing in the Lichess World Championship?
I want to, but when is it scheduled for?
Hype, let's go. Quack quack.
I saw the article. It seemed like there was some date for... Oh, did I blunder? Wait, I have rook d8 here. It's getting weird though. Queen is pinned, but my bishop's kind of awkward. e4 comes. I think b6 is called for. That way, I defend the knight and I create some additional squares for the bishop. Now, white could take and double my pawns, but then I get the bishop pair. Yeah, if I'm free during the Fleet Chess World Championship, I'd love to play. But if it's May 8th, we're doing like a Discord community tournament that day. So I might have to pick and choose what to play in.
I am very excited. Prizes, yes. Much excitement.
Yeah, much excitement, much prizes, much glory. Hey, thank you, Mbulian. Subbing for 6 months in advance. Temi, also thank you. Well, I'm up a pawn.
Hello.
And I have the bishop pair. And this bishop's really nice. Because white doesn't have a dark square bishop, so it's just uncontested. Prevents any rook a1, or rook b2, or queen c3. My plan is probably to fight for the b file. And play a move like bishop b3 and then start pushing my passed a pawn. And maybe target the queenside pawns from behind. Okay, white's going for counterplay. Yeah, both these pawns are defended. But there's both have one attacker too. So essentially the bishop and the queen are tied down. And the knight's really out of play. Maybe should have considered this move. Yeah, let's start pushing. Oh, I missed a move. I missed a cool move. I'm still threatening it though.
Eric's plan is to fight for the b file. My plan at the grocery store is to fight for the b file.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to fight your way through the aisle, through the files or the aisles. Oh, the beef aisle. Okay, so I still have this move. I should have played the move sooner, but now I'm hitting the pawn and I'm hitting this pawn. Beef. And now I'm hitting all these things. Okay, so I'll take the bishop. And even though I lose the bishop, then I'll win this pawn, hitting this and this. White has this move. But what's the simplest approach? I think I'll take the pawn. Allow the queen trade. And then push my a pawn. Yeah, I guess you can't say b file without beef. Okay, so I put the bishop back. Whoa. No mercy here.
Too broke to sub with anything but prime. Tier 3 sub incoming once I pass the California bar exam in July.
Ooh, let's go. Good luck. Mark Siebert. Where's my pawn mate? It's really close. Where's my pawn mate? I mean, this is checkmate. Okay. Alright, good game, Sultai. Yeah, I may have been a little bit worse at some point. I think white probably should have played bishop b5 at the right moment. After I played rook e8. Let's see. Yeah, bishop b5. I was going to play knight c6. But I guess it's still relatively balanced. And then this is a funny line I was looking at, but it's probably just good for black. Takes, and then 2. Thank you, Andrew. Stopping for 2 months. Also, thank you to everyone who I didn't acknowledge. Good luck to Mark on the bar exam. Thank you, Catfish. This is Dre gifting. Oh, this is Dre gifting 5. Yeah, I hope Stephen Gray fought his way successfully in the B file. Okay, well, the goal of this stream is to raise the rating, and people voted in the poll in the beginning of the stream and chose 5-0. So I'll mix up the openings. Play knight f3 this game. Oh, let me play this move g3. Becoming a bit more trendy recently. Oh, GM Sultai wanted a Rosen stalemate. Yeah, I knew to try and avoid such dirtiness. Alright, so there's some plans of trying to exploit the queen in the center. I could start with knight c3. I think I'll play rook d1. Idea of d4. You, Andrew, gifting to By Jones. Ooh, wait. If I play d4, takes, and then both queens are hit. Maybe I'll play b3. Is interesting. Double fianchetto and then gradually get around to playing d4. Wario the movie was a duck in your past life. But what are you now? I want to punish this move, but I think this just calls for completing development. Like take bishop e2. We might see bishop f6. And what to do this? Play this move. I'm envisioning a structure like where we trade everything on c3. This is about to happen. And then I have a good bishop versus bad bishop. Although black's not quite allowing it. Knight e2 is some idea. Probably have to take and play bishop b4. e4 is interesting. Giving black the option of en passant. But then after take, then d file opens. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Andrew gifting to Lakshper. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, here, because black didn't take, the position closes down a little bit. And I'll play f4. Gaining a little bit of space. Preventing the pawn from advancing. Or at least discouraging the pawn. The pawn doesn't feel discouraged, though. Okay, I'll take, and this is the only open file. Only file with no pawns on the board. Oh, thank you. Thanks to Andrew again, gifting to Not Enbo. Thank you, Haggle and Chimichango. 2 new Prime subs. Vale asking, what brand is your hoodie? Lululemon. A friend got it for me. It's actually a chess friend that I helped like train for tournaments, and this was my my gift. Yeah, someday maybe I'll pursue a Lululemon sponsorship. Oh, it's pronounced Lakshbeer. Lakshbeer. Yeah, apologies for mispronouncing probably a lot of different names. Wow. Black with the exchange sack. But black also with the bishop pair. So I think it makes sense to hold on to the pawn. If black wants to take the pawn, then it would result in the trade of dark square bishops.
I think your content makes me worse at chess. I always try to copy your gambits and the opponent never
Oh,
plays
no.
into the line perfectly, so I lose smile.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I can still provide some instructional value. Also, sometimes when you try out new things and you lose, it doesn't actually make you worse. It just leads you to learning more lessons, which in the long term will make you stronger. But sometimes, yeah, you have to experiment, see what works, what doesn't work, be patient. I hope that I can be a somewhat good influence. At least this game I'm playing more solidly and just trying to accept free material when it's given to me. Yeah, there are times where I do have or where I do say, don't try this at home, or young children, close your eyes. Yeah, this position, it's about using the extra rook. I have this move. Rook e7. B3 is kind of hanging. Hmm. I think I'll play this. This has two ideas. One, very simple to win the pawn. Other idea is to free the c7 square for the other rook. And I don't think I care too much about my other pawns, like these pawns. The bishop is consuming. Yeah, so we're going to see f5 probably. And now I take. So the d-pawn's defended. Bishop is now defending g7. And this bishop is really restricted. Like there's bishop d1. f4, interesting. Yeah, I'll just go after this pawn. Black wants to play this move, but then I take and skewer the bishops. So very difficult for black not to blunder here. Now, how to do this? And probably this move. The right moment I want to play rook c8. Yeah, because this is check. Black probably thought they could take the queen, but it was discover check. Okay, that was cool. I think black's still alive here, though. Like, this would have been still tricky to win. Because... Wait a minute. Can black just take the pawn? I think I just blundered the pawn. Yeah, this would have been really difficult to win. Maybe white's not better. Yeah, this is much closer to a draw. But okay, I would play this on for a while. "20 minutes in and you've already accomplished all your goals for the stream." Yeah, I'm raising the rating. I've raised my rating 10 points? 10 points. Have you ever had a game where opponent walked into Albin Gambit under promotion line? I could check. I don't really play the opening too often, so I feel like it's something I would remember, but let's see. For those that don't know, Albin Countergambit is this opening against the Queen's Gambit. And I've played this 3 times as white and 28 times as black. Oh, maybe there's a chance. Let's see, d4, e3.
Look at how many times I've pulled that on chess alone.
Ooh. Hey, I got it once. This was back in 2018. It probably, I wonder if it was on stream. I was playing against Blue Smoke, AKD. Yeah, so this is a really cool trap that we can see on Lichess. Actually, going back here, 46,000 people have played e3, which is the beginning of walking into the line. e3 is already a big mistake because bishop b4 and takes, and black temporarily sacks the bishop, but after takes, the king is tied down to defending the queen, and then after king e2, the best move is to take and promote to a knight. And this is probably one of the very rare cases where you can promote to a knight in the opening as early as move 7, where it's like just the best move. The reason why you promote to knight and not queen is because this isn't check. And if it's not check, then white has time to take and then take. And okay, black is still probably for choice here, but when you promote to knight, then if rook takes, white can't throw in this because white's in check. And if rook takes, then we win the queen like this. So it's a nifty trap. Yeah, 8,700 people getting to promote. Oh, I can check adfost too. Where's adfost? Adfost 8 as black. Wow, adfost plays this
We're just
so
normal men.
much.
We're just innocent men.
And adfost is not a normal man. Playing f takes g1 equals knight 31 times and winning every single time. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be a nice feature within opening book on Lichess to see like the most frequent players in a particular position. I'm curious if there's any player who's had this position more than adfost. It's a feature in ChessBase where you can see like frequent players. Oh, adfost already suggested it. Nice. Because I'd also be curious if there's anyone that's played the Stafford Gambit more than me. There probably has been. Oh, happy birthday to Zindar V. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, what happens after King E1? If King E1, yeah, it's still really bad for white. Black's not winning the queen, but Queen H4 looks pretty deadly. And then black just has 3 knights on the board. Wait, is this what happened? Did I get this position? No, I didn't get this position. My opponent took on G1. Most people will. Queen H4.
Hello.
Yeah, if G3, Queen E4, winning the rook. Hello to Resilient. Oh, Kavita saying Hannah tried Stafford on her stream and lost yesterday. Oh no. Maybe we should do a Stafford lesson with Hannah. I wonder if if that was like one of her first times playing it. Roran redeeming run and ad. Okay, because I'm not playing a game. I'll fulfill the redemption. We'll run a short ad. 30-second ad. If you want to avoid the ads, you can sub. Yeah, it's ad time. Oh, Hannah also tried the crab. Okay, maybe I'll get back to more chess.
She made some excellent looking cheeseburgers the other day.
Cheese.
Perused from the beef file.
Oh, I saw she was doing a cooking stream actually. And she was on the front page of like Australia, New Zealand Twitch. About a month ago, I bought the it was like plant-based beef. It didn't taste very good. But I was curious. And then I learned a lesson. Thank you, Protospan. Okay, thank you, Marvin. What is a Fortnite cube, mate? That's my
I like
one
the
thing I haven't
plant-based
achieved
beef
yet.
that comes from cows eating plants.
Yeah. Everyone has their own preferences. Nice perspective. Okay, let's move on to more chess.
What's your go-to easy meal to make?
This morning I made scrambled eggs. Or no, not really scrambled eggs. It was more like a omelet with spinach, mushroom, and garlic. And then I made some toast and put some avocado on the toast. It was kind of like avocado toast plus an omelet. It was pretty good. Oh, I'm playing Sultai again. Let's play this tricky move. HC3. I don't know if I played this so often. Like usually I play Bishop F4 almost exclusively. But now we have a Jobava London. So G6. Okay, I could go for the line like H4, H5. There are a few ways to play this sort of position. Very Cali breakfast. Yeah, well, I bought eggs and mushrooms the other day because I also use them in this like noodle stir fry. I've been making a decent amount of pad see ew, which is a type of like Thai noodle, the large pan fried rice noodles. Um, it usually calls for like scrambling a couple eggs, some bell pepper, broccoli. Oh, why don't I do viewer arenas? I do some occasional viewer arenas. Generally, I hop on to like the hourly tournaments or like the more popular like weekly or monthly tournaments. And then it's kind of just a viewer arena that Lee Chess ends up attracting more players for. What to do here? Let's see 4 is some idea. I think I can be patient here. Just bishop e2, bishop h2, and just chill. Never been on your stream before. First word I hear is broccoli. Oh. Yeah, there's a first word for everything. I'll play f4. I also don't really want to trade in this position. But maybe I do. Let's start with this. There's a funny line after takes, bishop f5, bishop d3, takes, where I'll have 4 center pawns. Yeah, I kind of have this interesting Stonewall formation. Black will maybe go for this move, f6. What kind of sauce do you use for the stir fry? I buy this, it's like a pad see ew meal kit on Amazon. It comes with the noodles and then the sauce, which is some kind of like sweet soy sauce. It's kind of like hoisin, but I think it incorporates like a few different types of soy sauce. I have knight d3 as well. Let's play knight f3. But it looks like at some point black's going to go for e5.
You can't make a pawn cube in the middle of the board without 4 center pawns.
Very true, actually. Great observation. I'm not sure what to do about this move coming. I think I'll just kind of wait. At some point I want to get in c4. And it probably requires moving the knight. Like, I don't really want to commit to like anything too committal, if that makes any sense. I don't really see what black is threatening, so I'm just going to keep waiting. Keep my time advantage. So there's 4 attacker, never mind. There were a lot of things staring at e5 there. Now the center is closed and the focus is shifting towards the wings of the board. Kingside and queenside. I think very soon I should go for g4. There's this maneuver. I'll put the rook on g1. Maybe queen on f2. Yeah, I'm going to look to maneuver the knight to g3 to target f5. If b4, I play this move. I can always play b3 if the knight gets attacked. Although, yeah, d4 is under pressure. We could trade. d5 is a good move. Considering c3 here. It looks a little bit wrong. If I take, maybe I should take. Yeah, let's start by taking. B2 and c5 are now hanging. The goal is to play knight g3 and then target f5. Maybe start with taking. Yeah, that's a move. So G4 is hanging. Or H3 is hanging. And B2 is still hanging. Wait, I have this move though. It's gonna get weird. I win a pawn temporarily. If I have queen h3, I have this move, which looks really strong. Hitting the queen and threatening smother mate. If anything takes a knight, I win the queen. But I think the queen has to take. And I take back with knight. And then I'll lose the b2 pawn. Maybe this move first. Go after f5. Not what I want though. I have to be really careful here. Good move. E4 was hanging there. Oh! Oh no. Well played. I blundered this, the fact that my bishop wasn't defended. Game soul tie.
Do you think you could beat your 12-pawn move opening record?
Oh dear. Probably, but to do it in a stream where I'm trying to raise my rating probably isn't a great idea. That's an interesting position. I think bishop f3 should just be winning for black. Let's see. Everything's winning for black. But then there was a moment, yeah, here. But it was already a time scramble. Hey, I'm still raising my rating this stream, right? I was plus 10. Now I'm plus 1 after that game. Yeah, here it's everything is losing, unfortunately, for white. If you play Horde, you could easily exceed 12. That's true, actually. Just play a variant where I only have pawns. You check the opening too. Because this has been trendy in like recent play. Baronian's Fiddler. And knight c3 still main line. Of d3. See Aronian MVL. Thank you, OG Ren.
What's your least favorite movie?
Least favorite movie? I don't really watch too many movies to begin with. I remember watching Napoleon Dynamite and not understanding like why it was so popular. I guess everyone has their sense of humor, but I wasn't so enthralled with it. I think I stopped watching about halfway through. Well, that was many, many years ago. Okay, trying to learn something from Super GM level play. Ironian being very patient. Ironian wasn't better from the opening, but somehow he ground down this position. Wow. What's my least favorite opening? Yeah, I'm not so interested in learning like Najdorf or Grunfeld. Those are two openings I usually just try and avoid. But yeah, Bong Cloud maybe. Bong Cloud, Fried Fox. Openings where you get into a bad position and then just don't have any fun. Oh, Sudian lives 10 minutes away from where Napoleon Dynamite was filmed. Wow. Okay. Yeah, usually if I'm white and I play e4 and I know my opponent plays a Najdorf, I just won't go into it. That's the beauty with some openings, is I can avoid the openings I don't like. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna play a quicker time control and get in some more games and get in some more openings as well. Um, should I play my least favorite opening? Should I play the Najdorf? Let's play the Najdorf. My punishment. Rook G1, wow. Now it's kind of like a dragon Najdorf type thing. I need to take in this. Opponent seems prepared. Maybe this move. Targeting C4. Position looks a little bit suspect.
Which chess piece has the friendliest energy?
Am I already losing? It might be. Yeah, this is already really bad for me. I'm going to lose a queen. But what else to do? Wait a minute. Do I have queen b8? Queen b8 might be interesting. Yeah, the hope is to trap the knight somehow. Easier said than done. Or easier done than said. Okay, so I'm down the exchange. I'm down a little bit of time. Interesting. That's a really difficult position here. So essentially I need to find a way to activate my rook, which is just stuck in the corner. So I probably have to play h5, king h7. Good thing is there's no open vials. So white can't hurt me too much with their rooks just yet. Maybe hurt me with the bishop though. Okay, so there's some trick. If queen c5, I play rook c8. My king is actually surprisingly safe, I think. Although maybe it's not. This move's coming. But I'll try and survive. Okay. So battery on the c file. Queen c3 check. Bishop a4 may be coming. Hmm. Wow.
Long time no see.
I still don't see you. I gotta stay focused here. Let's go. That was a weird mate. Oh, it's still not mate though. Okay, this is good enough. Okay. That was really close. I was getting crushed out of the opening, but kept surviving there. Surviving. Also, welcome back to Snipe and Sele. Helping for 8 months. Yeah, it seems like it should be force mate here. Yeah, I should have played rook c8. And then this. It's actually a cool mate. I think rook c8's the quickest mate. Or is there something quicker? Rook c8, king d4, and then queen d2, and then here, and then mate. Okay. I won with a Najdorf. I don't think I'm playing the Najdorf again. That's kind of scary. The thing about the Najdorf is in this position, once black enters a Najdorf, there's so many playable moves, including what my opponent played. Rook g1, if we can look at all the moves here, bishop e3, bishop g2, bishop to e2, bishop e5, g3, h3, bishop c4, bishop d3 I know is playable, this. Like all these moves have been tried at like top level too. This, h4, I think even g4, f3, f4. I imagine queen e2. So it's a headache to learn all the theory here. But of course, with Nightgrove, there's a lot of like themes and like recurring ideas where you don't have to memorize, kind of understand where the pieces should go and kind of the thematic plans. Did Carlson play queen d3? Yes, queen d3. e2. Yeah, like every move, like you'll find grandmaster games. Okay, let's keep going. I don't think I'll be playing any like joke openings this stream or meme openings, unless I'm like seriously bribed. But I think I'll stick with like more normal, reputable openings. Try and be a good influence on people. Okay, so we have a modern type thing. The Stafford is the one exception. Stafford, I could play anytime and be okay with it. I should have played h3 sooner.
Yay for serious openings.
Yeah, there's also serious openings that have more aggressive reputations. Like kind of what I'm playing now, this early e5 idea. There's some potential to like really quickly attack. Only trying to disturb my fun. Or is probably called for. Yeah, so my pawn structure is a little bit off. But okay, this knight has to go away. Play rook d1. Maybe I should have played rook e1. Then the other rook should come to the center. Ooh. c5 may be coming. Now I play rook d1. So c5, I have bishop a1. Knight b6. Wait, I was about to blunder a bishop. How'd you do this? This pawn's attacked. Just bishop b2. It's very easy to blunder things here. e3, maybe rook d3. Rook d3 is okay. If knight c4, I take on d7. There's bishop h6 maybe coming. Kind of getting kicked around here. But I'm holding on to everything except my a-pawn. e5. Yeah, I think now's the time to just go all out attack, if possible. like queen e3.
Does this mean I have an associate's degree in racinology?
Maybe. Oh, Brigham subbing for 24 months. Yeah, I should start handing out degrees. Where's my attack? We'll start with this. Preparing some knight g5. And c4 is hanging. Maybe this move first. I might be threatening rook at h7. King takes, queen f7, king h8, bishop g6. Knight f8. Really, really close to mate there. Knight f8 immediately. I mean, this is looking pretty good. My bishop in. Other bishop in. Queen h2. Still very tricky. Okay. I had to resort to the dirty flag there. And the explosion of pre-moves. Oh. Yeah, I really thought the attack would be strong, but it wasn't so easy to crack.
Let's get dangerous.
It was a very dangerous position. I mean, there's a point where Black could play
Well
bishop e3.
played. Any
I
advice
was
for
kinda dead.
understanding what constitutes a thematic pawn break? Oh no, my clock.
Well, thematic just refers to like different types of structures or positions, and there's a lot of like recurring types of structures in chess. So it's probably best to give some example. Like let's say King's Indian. Even King's Indian structure, where if you have the structure, then the thematic pawn break for black is to play f5 and then later attack on the king side. Thematic pawn break for white is to go for c5. So different positions have kind of different themes to pay attention to. And it's usually best to learn them through experience, through playing them a bunch of times. What's today's rating goal? Good question. 2600? Maybe 2600. Also, thank you, DSumerFi, subbing for 12 months. Got some anniversaries this stream. Okay, playing Vasco Diogo. Maybe I'll mix up the openings. I'll play c4 this game. Oh, speaking of King's Indian, I'm going into a King's Indian.
About 350.
Oh, 350 rating goal? I'm playing a line that... Wait, I don't think this is good for black. With a bishop on g5, I can win material here, I think. Or can I? Take and then knight d5. Oh, but then there's... No, rook d6, I take on c7. It might get weird, though. Like bishop a5. I have to bong cloud. So I'm up a rook, but my pieces are ridiculous. All my pieces... My only developed piece is on a8 and e2. Okay, I'll play this move and... Wait, knight d4. Knight d4. I also have knight f3. Maybe knight f3 is just better. Preventing any checks. And b3. And just defending against the threats first. I will lose my knight, but the knight lived a good life. Yeah, now I'm up to exchange. Would you recommend studying more middle game or end game? I mean, both are good. I'd probably recommend some balance. But both are like very kind of broad categories of chess. And they're interrelated too. Sometimes a skill of middle game play is trying to steer the game towards favorable endgames. Okay. I'm trying to use a D file here. Black's trying to use the bishop pair. Also a little bit low on time.
A man is never poor who has knights.
I'm gonna play f4 here. Let's start with this. Wait, does that make me rich? Or just not poor? Okay, let's play this move. I'm trying to play b4. Not easy though. Also trying not to flag, which is also not easy. Oops. Wait, how bad is this though? Okay, I mean, black had bishop c5 there. Almost missed a free bishop. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward now. Yeah, 16 seconds is plenty of time here. Okay. So it was a nice opening, and then I got really low on time, but had just enough time to finish things off.
Masterful blockading advancing.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was black who was trying to blockade
Nice
my a
win.
pawn.
Thumbs up. Hash 16 seconds.
Yeah, plenty of seconds. There's a moment in this position. It's when I said, oops, black can play this or this, and then just win my rook. And then it would have been a little bit tricky. Like bishop c5, I take, and then take. White still has chances, but black would have flagging chances. Okay. Let the games continue. Playing Whispering Xylophone. I can't resist. Stafford Gambit time. I like that my opponent's thinking here. It's always a good feeling when playing the Stafford and Blitz. Okay, so this line... Unfortunately, there's a line here where I might have to force a quick draw. But I might take a risk and play on for more, depending what white does. Okay, I'm happy to see King E3. King G1, black's best, like going for repetition. But King E3, it gets fun. Oh no, my knight. Yeah, white could take. Now this move? I think again, it's still like objectively a draw. This is still prep for me. I'm just trying to remember it. Like this, and then I want to open the F file. So G5 and then F4. And white has 3 pieces for the rook, but the
Hey
pieces aren't
Eric,
developed.
hope you're well.
I'm trying to be well here. Thanks for that. It takes bishop G2, queen C5. Although, maybe I should start with this move. Because queen C5, there's queen F2 defending. Now queen C5. Now this pawn's hanging. And this pawn. What a game. I have rook and so many pawns for the 3 pieces. Oh, I blundered a key pawn. Or did I? Maybe I did? Move back. And it's nice having so many pawns. I think my king is safer here. Bishop c3 is coming. Look at this. It's still very tricky. Back. Rook g1's coming. Hmm. So if takes, I have rook e8. It's such a cool position. And now I should probably take than this. Wait, that's a free bishop. And this is a skewer. Okay. Stafford Gambit success. That's a cool variation. I looked at this a while ago. It's a really weird position to even try and evaluate. Engine will give maybe a... Yeah, even the engine's confused. That's close to equal. Oh, maybe I misremembered. I thought f4 was the best move, but rook a8. Rook a8 forces a draw. Queen f3 and then perpetual. Oh, but maybe this line isn't not quite a draw. It's a game that still goes on. Okay, that was fun. Made one blunder.
Stafford Gambit time.
Oh,
The
I missed
vaunted
f3.
Rosen variation, so nasty, Eric, search Laker Brothers GIF to see how I react to your Stafford every time.
Laker Bros GIF. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's this guy. So this is a Laker Bros GIF, I guess. Okay. Probably some other members in chat reacting like that. Okay, let's move on. Got my dose of Stafford Gambit. I'll keep mixing up the openings. What to play next? Andy, French, Sicilian. Let's play Sicilian. Ooh, Smith-Morra time? Smith-Morra time. Against an IM. A fellow IM. Why am I forgetting this move? I have to be careful here. D6. Wait a minute. The bishop c5. I have to be really careful. I may have already messed up. Yeah, this looks a little bit uncomfortable. I think I have to play b6. I mean, maybe it's still okay. But it just looks really ugly with the pin. But I am up a pawn. If takes. Bunch of trades, bishop a4. Yeah, it looks like I'll be surviving. Finally, white's taking some time here. Yeah, this is one small issue, like bishop a4. And it's a question if I play king e7 or bishop d7. I think I'll just play the endgame down a pawn. Or maybe not even. I have queen d4 in the end. Some counterplay. Hmm. Threatening this pawn. Leaving this undefended. Okay, now the plan is this and this. I think it's okay to sack that. Yeah, it's risky, but white's king looks juicy here. Watch out for back rank ideas. Queen b4. Yeah, queen b4, there's queen d1. Okay, so I create loop for the king, and now I want to play queen b4 and maybe some like rook e1 or rook d2, or eventually rook d1. I'm down 2 pawns, but it's tricky for white. Up a lot of time too. We have to trade. I'm liking my chances here. I think it's already lost for white because there's too many mating ideas. Okay. What happened that game? I accepted the Smith-Morra. I was up a pawn, and then I got a tricky position. Then I lost a pawn. Then I lost another pawn. But then I got a lot of counterplay. Um, so throughout this game, whoever was down the pawn was having more fun. Like, I wonder what I did wrong because the position was like uncomfortable in the opening. G3. Bishop c5 here, but a6 is playable. Bishop d6. And this avoids like being pinned. Okay, I'll continue. I'm trying to chase my goal of 2600. Also, thank you, Tori Yamazaki, for the words. Yeah, it's hard to like read chat or interact during these games, but I hope people are entertained. Maybe learning a thing or two. Also, welcome back, Choco Addict T. Okay, I'm gonna play e4 and go for a Smith-Morra. 2 Smith-Morras in a row. Opponent's not going into the accepted variation. So this is an Alpine Sicilian. which it's been a while since I've looked at playable.
Have you gotten to the part in Gladiator where he's like, "Are you not entertained?"
Oh, I haven't. Or have I? No, I haven't. Oh, I have to watch a bit more closely. I've heard that quote though. Are you not entertained? Maybe I should say that more often. Okay, I'm down a pawn. Are you not entertained? Running various threats. Knight d5 is a good move though. Wow. The black's just giving back the pawn. And now I'm pretty happy. And mildly entertained. Idea of c4, knight f5, hit the queen, target all of the targets in black's position. I mean, c4 is the main idea. 5. I could play this move immediately. Maybe I'll start with rook e1. Just preparing knight f5. I'm not sure how much this accomplishes though. But let's play it. Knight e3. All I want is to give black an IQP, which I'm getting. And now it's a matter of like doubling up and getting as many attackers as possible against the pawn. So even though I play like a really aggressive type of opening, Smith-Morra Gambit, we're getting a really positional game. It's all about, yeah, winning, at least pressuring the weakness and then eventually winning the pawn. E4. Hmm. I could start with this move, but I think I'll take. It's risky for Lack to take. Rook here and then Queen A7, I think, is forced. I'm trying to figure out my continuation. Oh, wow. Queen E8. I can't take that. The H4? Yeah, Black played well to get rid of the IQP. Might as well trade bishops. I mean, objectively, this should be very close to equal. But there's still chances. Matter of staying up on time. Hmm. Try this. Oh. I lost a pawn. It's still interesting. I blundered. Opponent doesn't punish me though. Am I winning this? Might be winning this. Winning on time. Let's go. Okay, somehow I won that. I was down a pawn, the bishop ending. The black's pawns got a bit stuck. Also, thank you, Kavita. Loving for 6 months. Hey, it's Manas. What's up, Manas? Long time no see. Okay. Well, the rating is being raised. Yeah, I wonder if I had anything after D4. It seemed good for me, but D4, D4, bishop D4, queen D1. Tricky move to find. Wait, what if this? Ah, queen D1 allowing this, and then rook E8 in the end. Oh, that's nifty. So bishop F2 doesn't work. And with this, it maintains the pin. What happened in the game is, yeah, there were some back rank issues, and I wasn't able to take the bishop. Thank you, Ishan74. Did bishop E5 blunder a rook? Well, I miss what black could do. I miss this, but it doesn't blunder a rook because after queen F4 in this line, I have queen G3. Fortunately, I I did not calculate this. At some point, I was definitely worse here, or just. But then these pawns got stuck, and there was a moment where black could take on G5 because this pawn was overworked. Oh no! Am I dropping frames? Sorry about that. Not sure if this is my issue or Twitch's issue. Okay, hopefully the quality is decent enough. Yeah, when in doubt, blame it on Twitch. Page G5. Oh, bishop G7. There's G4 check. But also, like, even if this happens and I get to play H6, like, oh, this
It is always a pleasure to watch your instructive and relaxing content. Thank you.
Yeah, even this would be winning for black because H6 or is bishop F8 or bishop anywhere. And 2 pawns against a bishop, you usually end up getting blockaded. Like, I can't play G6 because takes, and if this, then bishop blockades. Oh, thank you to Baztez. Okay, so I've gained. There was a point where I was only getting 1 rating point, but I've gained 35 rating points out of 9 games. So let's keep it up. I've been mixing up the openings too. Had a couple of Smith-Morras, one with white, one with black. And Go. Playing ham. This is called the Black Mustang. How the horsey moves. What do I play here? E6. This is a questionable opening. I think the plan is to transpose into a King's Indian. I go for this and then eventually e5.
Hello Eric. Hope you are well. I'm Rosen Happy Goose.
Oh, hello Black Goose. Yeah, I'm still working on the Happy Goose emote. I don't think I mind this. I might mind it. But if bishop h4, I play g5, knight h5. I would like to take on g3. This probably is going to lead to a lot of trades. It takes 95.
Good morning, my neighbors.
Trade.
Yes. Quack you too. Nice to finally see you live.
Oh, good to see you live as well. Quacking is a sound of life. Okay, so I'm getting some interesting position. I'm still in a small pickle. I think it makes sense to throw in this check. I want a queenside castle, but my king is tied down to defending the pawn. So I think I can play rook h7. Over defending and preparing this. Take with queen. Knight d5 might be coming. Or that move. Yeah, very soon I'm going to queenside castle. Life should be okay. Do I care about the pawn? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, knight's going to return to d5 probably. But if knight d5, bishop d4, I think. Now I'm threatening this. Let's take. There's some funny lines. For example, knight c7. Oh, wow. I missed that move. Take. I guess I take and bishop b6. Not what I wanted. Oh no. I take this? Rook takes, I mate. a5 was the move I was scared about, but not sure if it works for white. Game goes on. e8. Always play king b8. I think my king should be on a7. Queen on e2. I want to play h5. Try and open the file. Hmm. Let's go. Okay. That was a close one. Another one of these time scrambles. But the gains continue. Um, yeah, I like the position. I think it was okay. Like even when my F pawn was weak. But it got crazy at the end. Man. Oh, white could have forked me. Oops. I'll have knight f6. Oh man. Am I playing subs? I'm not sure how many of my opponents in these games are subscribers. I've been just hopping into the 3-minute pool and trying to raise my rating. I think I've played about 10 games this stream. Yeah, played 10 Blitz games. I'll try and keep it up. Aiming for 2600. Ooh, playing GM Adam Rod. I know this. I've heard of this person. All right, let's play chess. Yeah, this is all still prep. Although I was supposed to play bishop e6. I'll play into this line. Interesting. The bishop should go back here. We trade. Knight g4 is interesting. Knight g5. Okay, this probably calls for b5. Problem sometimes with b5 is a4.
Hi
I think
Eric.
that's okay.
Glad to
a4 I
catch a
take,
stream.
c5 and take.
It's been a while.
Hey, welcome. Len German. Now c5. c5 is a move I want to play eventually. Also take. If knight takes, I take on d4. This is the pin. So up a pawn here. I get some compensation. Two. b2 queen f5. Two. Okay. I can't play queen d2 in that line though. I play queen d2 here. It just sacked a pawn. Was not a wise decision. I think I'm just in trouble here. Unless I have d4. Might have to play d4. I'm hoping these lines just work out, but... Oh no. F5 doesn't work. Okay. I'm in trouble here. What to do? Okay. This is my attempt at survival. Here goes all my pawns. No, opponent didn't pre-move. I'm so sad. I wonder if I should have given them more time. Oh, what to do? I tried. I mean, that was my only hope of surviving, was to set up the stalemate trap. But White had plenty of time. Good game. Good game. Yeah, I mean, black should be better around here, and then I guess I allowed knight d7. Bishop is better on e5, that makes sense. Wow, so already here, yeah, knight d7 is really strong. It hits these things, but also this thing. I really had to just sense danger. The rook d2, much better move. Okay, I'll play a few more. I do have dinner probably coming up pretty soon, but I'll try and make one final push. 24 points away. Let's get another Joe Bava London, how about? An opening I would like to learn at some point. C6. Continue developing. I think this is common to like, eventually go for f3 and d4. Okay, pawns are smiling. I would really like to play this move, but I don't think it makes sense. Ooh, knight c5 ideas. I wonder if I can play this move. Taking advantage of the d-file battery pin. And there's some idea of knight d6. Let's start with h4. Leaving tension.
What would you say is the opening you have the most theoretical knowledge in? Stafford and London come to mind, but want to get your take.
Probably Stafford or London. Yeah, the thing is, like, I have knowledge in a lot of different types of openings. So I'd say in general, my knowledge is more wide than it is deep, if that makes sense. English used to be like my main tournament opening for several years. So there's a lot of lines in English I randomly know pretty well. And then Taimon of Sicilian. Like a handful of Sicilian variations. Yeah, this pawn is somewhat of an imposter in Black's position. But the goal is to play f5 and just defend the pawn with the bishop. But let's start with how to do this. 5. Play c4. We both still have all 8 pawns. If knight b6, I play c5. Wow. Hey, it's Chess Dojo. Thank you, Chess Dojo. If you're just joining, look at my pawn structure. Don't ask me how my pawn got to d6. Wait, can I take the knight? Take. It looks fun. Then f5. Yeah, shout out to Chess Dojo. Now I'm down the exchange, but I still have all my pawns. And let's bring in the king. And the extra rook for black shouldn't be too powerful, I don't think. As long as the files stay closed. Question is, how do I even try and win this? Wow. What just happened that game? I don't know what just happened. What just happened? That was such a weird sequence of events. I mean, my one plan was to put the bishop on b4 and put my king on f4, which happened. And then a lot of things happened after that. Like, black played this really annoying move, rook d5. I wanted to play this, but after takes, the pawn goes pushing. So I took, put the bishop back, but then the king came in. When did I lose my first pawn? I still had all 8 pawns on move 62, but then my pawns started falling. What a funny game. It kept going. Oh, I had bishop f6 check, but I ran my king up. Lost my bishop, lost my queen, but then won on time. Okay. Yeah, it was a dirty flag. Final position. Final position should be winning for black, I would imagine. Especially with black to move. Yeah, I only made 12 blunders that game. That's a lot of blunders. Oh. My first blunder came on move 59 too. 2600. Yeah, okay. Let's keep pushing. Pushing for 2600. I'm getting kind of tired. But I'm getting close to 20 points away. Jobava London time. A6. A6, I think there's some like cool G4 ideas. Queen F3. Okay, having fun here. Oh, Reichplatz says, discovered Redactile through your stream. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time for Redactile, unless like there's very high demand. But it was a fun game. I haven't heard of Samantha though. Also, this looks pretty good so far. Up a pawn. Might as well play King B1. Prove the bishop. Wait a minute. I could en passant take maybe just Queen F3, leaving tension. Wow. And the knight's pinned to the mating square. Complete development.
Who ye are Rosen daddy. Your fast playing skills are immaculate and you will be forever better than Gotham chess, both in chess and as a person. I would like to father your children if possible.
How do I respond to that? Hey, okay, I won in 18 moves. Let's go. Got the fork. Okay. Gained another 3 points. New opponent. Ooh, playing Pfizer vaccine. Okay. Might as well keep up this Jobava London. Because why not? Thank you, there's birds. All right, so I'm already preparing these ideas. Although it doesn't quite work just yet. Okay, I'll play h4 first. Now bishop d3. Does this mean if you win, you are COVID? Hopefully not. Everyone has their own interpretation, I guess. Okay, I like my bishop. I still like my bishop. Knight d3 is a kind of annoying threat. Just queen e2. Just trying to be calm. Castling doesn't quite work. Rook c8. I can just take. I guess I didn't like my bishop that much, getting rid of it. But I want to play d4. And then eventually h5. Okay. Developing my rook like a noob. Also just rook lifting. How to do this? Bishop's coming here. Unless I play this move. It's not super comfortable. Oh, there's some cool idea though. How to make it work. So there's some X-ray vision against the queen. Hmm. I want to play g4, g5. Vanna's Rebo. King g2 first. Or I'm in some trouble here. Down 2 pawns. There we go. Okay. When I played Rook E3, I forked the king and the rook. I also kind of missed a free rook in one move.
Crushing Big Pharma like an award-winning documentary.
So now I feel like a documentary now. Okay. Well, now, I guess I keep going. New opponent. Let's go. Having a lot of really close games. Okay. Player only. Oh, but plays over 4,300 game splits. Okay. All right. Have an accelerated dragon. A line. I don't even know if this is a line. Guess I sacked a pawn. I'm sacking more pawns. There's bishop e7 here. Bishop e7, queen b5. I might just sack the exchange on top of all the pawns. Or just sack more pawns. Yeah, this is going really wrong really quickly. Oh no, all my pawns. I do have this move though. I might as well try it. I have a bad feeling about this. If I take the pawn? Don't hurt me. Oh, my bishop and my pawn. Everything's hanging. Oh no. It's still kind of interesting though. F4 is a good move. I have a few options here. I think I should start with this. So I'm down rook and 2 pawns for a bishop. Is that playable? I guess that is playable. I have this move. Hmm. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in time trouble too. Maybe it's still interesting. Yeah, it was losing from a while or for a while. I created some chances though. White played well that game though. I walked into this line not knowing any theory. It looked really interesting though. I should point out in this position, yeah, if white takes either thing, it's mate in 2 or mate eventually with bishop h6. So f4 was a good move, and then objectively black is probably already in trouble. Yeah. The opening. Oh, best move knight g8. Okay, I should keep this in mind for next time. Knight d5, it's already questionable. It looked like a fun gambit though. But I think I was probably worse the whole game. And maybe there are some chances around here, but yeah, overall, white played pretty well that game. Okay, let's move on. One more game. I can't end on a loss. Playing Nebula. Oh, I beat this player all of our games, which probably means I'm okay playing a Stafford Gambit or not a Stafford Gambit. I played this a lot recently. Let's play something a little bit different. Going into like some Vienna. Knight d4 is already some idea. Already liking this position because there's two attacks, and if takes, then I have rook e8. I wonder if I can get away with taking. E7. Rook e8 should be fine here. If e5, I have knight d7. So knight d2 is playable. Oh, it wants to castle queenside. Go after the bishop. We might see bishop c2. Then there's this cool move, knight d5. Hitting the bishop and targeting the e3 square. Bishop g5 I can probably take, and then knight e3. And if bishop g3, knight e3 hits the bishop and pressures g2 and prevents the king from castling. Wow. I really want to play g5. This move. The position looks delicate. Like I have 3 kind of loose minor pieces. All my minor pieces aren't defended. Wait, can I take here? Takes here, king b1, queen c3. There's queen b5, bishop f3. Might as well do it. I think queen b5, rook e6. Wait, so takes here, 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 threatening mate in 1. And then queen b5, I think, is only attempt at defending. But after rook e6, I'm threatening rook b6. And then there's bishop e3, I guess. But then c5, obstructing the bishop. Okay, we're not going into any of that. So here I can take and then knight b4. Life is very good. So I just won 2 pawns with a knight. I think the goal is to play this and then check. And eventually mate somehow. The queen's attacking all my things. I'm gonna hug the queen. I'm hugging the white queen with all my pieces. Some type of diamond. Yeah, I would like to win this game by checkmate. Requires white not flagging. Oh, it's close. Where's a mate? It's really close. Am I not mating? It's about to be mate. Mate next move. Okay. That was a fun finish. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It was a fun stream. I'm having people messaging me. So I think it's time for dinner. Maybe time for fresh air. Ooh.
Eric, my rating somehow stays between 1100 and 1300. Is having a better win rate as black indicative of anything specific? I mainly play e6 b6 from Levy's course and Catalan as white that I've learned main line and a couple side lines. Would there
be a better opening as white for me to learn? Okay, let me try and answer these questions. Generally at a lower level, you could probably check, like, compare your stats, but at a lower level, like, the difference between white and black isn't so big. And I don't think, like, it could just be randomness. But you can also look at your games. Like, if your games are being determined in the middle game or end game, then generally openings are it's not of a big issue. And that level, like tactics and strategy are usually more important than openings. There'd be better opening as white for me to learn. No. So yeah, I'd recommend focus on tactics. Also, like if you're playing Catalan, then one way to like study openings and middle games simultaneously is to find players who you can kind of model your play after. study the games of players, play the same openings you do, whether it's Catalan or I'm sure you can find strong players who play e6, b6. You can even do this analysis board, like e4, like put this position on, and you can find like teams of top level players who won as black. See how they strategize in the middle game. Anyway, I do have to go. It's been a long stream. It's been fun. I hope people are entertained. Or are you not entertained? I should phrase that as a question. I'll be back in the future with more content. I did release a YouTube video a few hours ago, actually. It's my recap from round 3 in Reykjavik, which was a super fun game. And I will be back maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Some point.
Bye, Eric. Take care.
Oh, thank you, Black Goose. Oh, speaking of Levy, mentioning Levy, of course. Levy's streaming? It is. Okay. I'll send the raid to Levy. And yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for cheering and supporting and having good vibes, good energy. All of your games were transposed to ready lines. Aha. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you enjoy studying openings and maybe learning various weapons, then by all means do so. But you can definitely get by, especially at a sub 1500 level, with just having some basic go-to line. Put more of your focus on like tactics and like minimizing blunders and analyzing your own game, trying to find what's causing your losses, whether not understanding what to do in the middle game or making one move blunders. Hopefully some of this advice will to some people. Hey, it's Gary. What's up, Gary? I'm finishing the stream. I've played a lot of blitzes. I also, this is my first time in a while using the Shure mic, so I hope the audio is decent. Anyway, the raid's carrying over. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.